Heroes, and today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Wave 3 Autobot Pointblank and Autobot Peacemaker. And for the contents, here we have everything outside of packaging, and this is what you get inside the box for this figure. So here, I'm already zoomed in, and I'm going to drop in a picture of the character right now so you can see the differences between what we received as an updated version and the actual G1 version of this character. Now, we all know that these toys can't be perfect, but I am looking at the details on this figure, and it's not bad, but I know Hasbro could have done better. But as you see right here, I just like how the shoulders turned out very well. They definitely remind me of the G1 character, and the head sculpt with the blue visor. And not only that, the black legs, and the legs aren't really that big of an issue to me, besides the color choice, as you see from the picture. But anyway, let's turn our attention to the Target Master, because he's packed in with them, and he's no longer just an accessory, but a Transformer also. So here we have Peacemaker, and as you see right here, Peacemaker has a little bit of paint details on him. And for a tiny figure like this, I am definitely surprised that they were able to put this much details in him, especially on the face. If you look up at the face, he has the blue visor and also the silver mouth. Then when you look at the shoulders, he has black details painted in the shoulders. And not only that, he has blue little, I guess you want to call them stripes or tubes on the chest. And just to see that detail to go on this figure, being this small, normally it's just straight gray or red and black plastic. But they took it a step further, and I really like that Hasbro did that, and that's really cool. So for the articulation on a deluxe figure, it should have the standard as usual. As you see, the bicep, well, the shoulders rotate all the way around. There is a swivel at the elbow. The arm can hinge up and out because of transformation. The arm can bend not 90, as you see right here. This is as far as it bends because the hood of the car touches this raised section, which is the pin on which the figure is held together. As you see right there in the picture, there is no wrist swivel. As you saw, there is a waist swivel because of transformation. The knee bends more than 90 because of transformation. We also have foot rocker, and we just have a toe that articulates down due to transformation. And then not only that, the head can look this low and it can look that high, which you probably can't see because of shoulder pads. But yeah, you would think with the head being like this, it's not really on a ball joint. I don't know what it is, because if it was on a ball joint, you could look up and more and down more, but you really can't. So I'm assuming it's on a mushroom peg now. So that's a little disappointing with this figure right here that they gave us. But it still looks good, and it works good as a deluxe. And, you know, the Target Master, he has no articulation. As stated, you just fold him up to make the gun form. And then that's it for his articulation. So let's get him out the way and do some comparisons. So for comparisons, I could say a mouthful on this subject and with the three figures I have presented in front of you, but I'm gonna try to keep it brief and just hear me out on my comparisons. So here we have Peacemaker and Pointblank. As you see, that is a deluxe size figure that we paid $22.99 to $24.99 because of the price increase. Now here in the middle, we have the Reveal the Shield Cyclonus and Nightstick, which we paid as a 2-pack, which cost about, you know, 40 to 50 bucks because it depends on where you got it at, Ross or at Target or whatever when it first came out. Anyway, and then lastly, we have a recently new figure that was released, I believe, last year or 2 years ago, which is the Artfire Generation Selects figure and Nightstick. And not only that, I've also bought a Micromaster just to see the size of what we're working with for the Target Masters and the Micromasters. So first, I want to get started with the Target Masters. Now, as you see right here, as I knocked it down, this right here is the same size as this. Now, I don't understand why we couldn't get at least MicroMaster articulation on this figure and paid a little more for him to make him a Voyager or a Selects. I have no problem with that, but I don't know your finances. But I think that would have been better to at least get this type of posability versus this posability. But if you didn't want to do that, you didn't have to do that. You could have just gave us a repaint or a retool. You know what? I'm actually happy with a recoloration of the mold and just giving us this with this. And you could have charged me $30 and I would have justified that, because all the articulation that you just gave us with this figure in the Earthrise and the Siege form of Battle Masters, I don't understand why you could not continue that, because that is a recent mold where you should still have access to make all your target masters more posable than this, because this can't do anything. I can't even lift the arm. I can't do anything but fold the legs up and turn it to a gun. So let's go ahead and take a step further. This is a figure that came back out in like 2005 through 2010 region, and it has more articulation than something we just got right here in wave 3. And you can't give me that BS talking about plastic quality and the price of plastic has gone up. Yes, I know COVID has impacted us tremendously, but these are molds right here that you should still have in the factory and access to continue to reproduce these figures. If you're going to give us the price hike, give us the quality figures. Come on, Hasbro. So as you see right here, for the final comparisons, all scales of the figures that we currently receive in stores are presented in front of us, with the core class, the deluxe class, the Battle Master class from Earthrise and Siege. As you saw, we have the Voyager and also the Leader class. As you see right here, it really kind of frustrates me that they gave us that type of target master when they had the molding that just came out for figures that even the new Cyclonus that came out with the toy deco, he came out with the articulated nightstick that you see behind Peacemaker. I don't understand. It just frustrates me. But anyway, let's continue the review and get to the transformation. So now that he's transformed and we have him in his alt mode, I must say the alt mode came together pretty nicely. Now, the alt mode is not perfect, of course, but it definitely rolls easy, so I don't have any problems like that. Has tons of playability, and it looks good. So when it comes to the G1 representation, it is a nice update, but there is some issues that I have with this. Like, I'm going to pull this to the side and pop up a picture right now. Here he is with the G1 toy of the car, and you see the differences right here. That the spoiler that's molded into the legs, it actually comes off and becomes sort of like a shield, which I would have loved to have for this figure, especially if they could have redid this figure and made it at a Voyager price point. This would have been a great accessory to justify the price point. And not only that, the shield connects to the Target Master to make some type of sonic blaster. That would have been incredible. So I feel like Hasbro let us down like that. And then just to take a look, you know, as the cartoon representation, here we go. You know, they just took a lot of the details out just to make it look like him in the cartoon, which is no problem. But let's go ahead and compare him to other figures. So here we have Point Blank, and here we have the Bumblebee Buzzworthy Blue Streak, and then we have the Titans Return / Combiner Wars Wind Charger, and I'm going to go ahead and bring out a goodie that I hope gets upgraded soon and get a better version. Here we have Broadside. So as you see right here, just to look at the scale and the sizing of various figures, we have Deluxe, Core Class, and a Voyager. Now, Broadside and Point Blank to me go together because they're part of that Season 3 cast, but the others don't really go together. But yes, they look good together. And I like how he scales well with other figures from our past. So the image you just saw means it's time for the Hasbro figure rating review system on where I like to grade my figures to let you know if this is a pickup or a pass. So the first category is the paint details. And for the paint details, I'm like on the fence, because I feel like these are subtle details that Hasbro could have done to make this figure 100% better. And the first thing that they could have did is painted the roof of the vehicle, the cockpit, the light blue color. I don't know why the top of it, where the windshield stops, is not painted light blue. Now, I know you're looking at it. I'm not talking about this piece. I'm talking about right here. There is a stop and a slope of two different, I guess, line segments meeting together to make a slope right there. The top flat square should have been painted, in my opinion, with more light blue teal plastic like on the sides. Now, if they would have fixed that, that would have fixed some of the, you know, on the fence for paint details, and also robot mode too. Because that cockpit is not painted, it looks off in robot mode. And not only that, a simple fix they could have did is continue with the black plastic for the inside of the forearms and the underneath of the vehicle, as you see right here. This right here should have been black or dark gray to give it that more G1 cartoon accuracy versus more of the toy accuracy. So other than that, the paint job on my figure is very good. None of the important details are missing. So the figure gets an okay grade for that. The next category is the molding, and this is a brand new mold, which I have no problems with. The molding to me is pretty good, except for a few issues where I have on the forearms of this mold, where I feel like they peg in to lock into the side fenders of the vehicle and where the hood comes together. I feel like over time, those pegs that pegging together into the shoulders are going to be worn or broken off over time. And I do feel like the clear plastic on the windshield is going to wear down also, and possibly end up breaking once you flip the hood or during transformation or like that, with also the front of the windshield too. But other than that, the figure is a pretty good figure, and it's, you know, it's a toy. It's meant to be played with and transformed. So the molding on this figure is terrific because I don't have any loose limbs or loose legs or anything like that. So the molding on this figure is actually pretty good, besides just minor tear and wear that we may fear in the future may happen to our figure. And the last category is the execution. And I do feel like this figure was executed because it definitely represents an updated version of Pointblanker, or Point Blank, as some may say, from the G1 toy and then the cartoon in season 3 of the Transformers. It works very well in both vehicle mode and alt mode, and it has a ton of posability, which makes it has a ton of playability. So this fig category right here gets a very good grade, and not only that, it makes this figure worth picking up. So for me, I end up picking up my copy at my local Target store where I paid $22.99 plus taxes. I will include the link below in the description if you would like to check it out on the Target app to see if it's in stock for you to purchase and have it shipped to your home. Other than that, please be on the hunt at your local Target stores because the Wave 3 figures are showing up every day now. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support and also positive feedback. In addition, encouragement to continue to make more videos for you to enjoy and watch. So I just want to say thank you for spending your time watching my video. Until next time, yeah, bro. I'll see you soon.